Welcome back to In Ohio Country Today, and we're here at the University of Northwestern Ohio in Lima, Ohio, in West Central Ohio. And, we're here on the campus, and with me today is Adam Prusakiewicz with the Ag Diesel program. And, we have a lot to talk about, but we'd like to get a little bit of information on your background and kind of maybe how you ended up here.
Sure. Originally, I grew up in northern Michigan, went to high school up there, and after graduating high school, I attended the University of Northwestern Ohio, graduated with an associate's degree in automotive diesel technology. After graduation, moved back to northern Michigan, worked in a dealership for 8 years, and decided to move on and teach. So moved back to Lima, Ohio, got a job with the University of Northwestern, started teaching in their diesel program. Now I'm the division head of the Ag and Diesel program. So,
well, we were talking about a little bit before we came on the air. There's a lot going on, and we were talking about what you do. Not only do you teach, but you have several instructors here that help you out with the program.
Yeah, we have 65 instructors total, and then Ag and Diesel, there's about 12, 13 of them that are instructing. We run classes, 7:30 in the morning to 11:30 at night right now. So,
well, here, I think it's kind of what you guys do here is a unique story, and that a lot of your students when they graduate, you have a pretty high placement rate.
Yeah, in the Ag and Diesel, job market, it's about 90% placement rate within 6 months after graduation. In the industry, if you want to work, you're going to have a job.
We were talking earlier also about the arrangement that you have with the local businesses, and it allows your students to decide whether that's really, and it probably is a large contributor to the high placement when somebody graduates from here.
Yeah, we have a lot of local companies that are very supportive, and it works out well with the students because they can get hands-on experience while attending class, and it's going to make them better technicians. We have a lot of students from all over the country, and then they end up moving back to their hometown, and some of them do stay here, and some of them that stay here are, come back here and teach. Quite a few of the instructors that we have teaching here are graduates of UNOH.
Well, that was, you also mentioned that. I believe the dean that's of the college here, of this part of the college, is actually a graduate from here.
Yes, actually both of them, Kevin Meager and Bob Marshall, are both graduates of here.
Well, when we talk about local partnerships, and particularly S&S Volvo has been a very good partner for you guys. And you want to talk a little bit about that program, not only with S&S, but with Volvo and Volvo Trucks.
What Volvo Trucks has done with us, and S&S was a contributing factor into helping us get this. We do Mack Volvo dealer-specific training. It's our DATE program, is what it's called, Diesel Advanced Technology Education. And what we're doing is training our technicians on specifically Mack and Volvo products. Where in our core programs, we cover all manufacturers because, not every student's going to go work for Volvo, not every student's going to go work for Freightliner. So it gives them the opportunity to get a leg up in the industry with Mack and Volvo. When they take the program, which is, we have it broke up into 4 sessions, so if they took it as singles, it would take them 6 months, but they can double it up and get it done in 12 weeks after they graduate with their associate's degree. But when they take that program, they're able to be starting for a Volvo dealer or a Mack dealer at a professional level status, which in Mack and Volvo world, that means they have all of their online training done, and they're able to, advance a lot quicker into their master level training. they'll be able to test out of all but 2 of their master level classes. So it's going to help them move up that ladder a lot quicker. You know, in every manufacturer, they're looking for, you know, very knowledgeable, the best of the best, you know, technicians, and that's what we're trying to provide.
Well, you know, in today's world, everything has gotten a lot more complex when it comes down to working on anything mechanical. I mean, I used to do my own service work and change my oil even in my truck, right? I don't do that anymore, and I think the diesel world has gotten just as complex.
Oh yeah, for sure. The trucking side of the world, you know, we're very, very close to, you know, autonomous trucks and, you know, the electric side of things, you know. So the technology is there. We just got a couple bugs to work out. So, you know, the industry is changing as a whole, whether it's the ag industry, trucking industry, you know, these kids got to be, you know, computer genius almost to work on this stuff.
Yeah, so it's not, you know, when I think a lot of folks sometimes still think that if you're an ag diesel technician, you got the rag in your back pocket, you got grease all over your hands, and that's not necessarily the case.
Right. You know, there is still a lot of dirty aspects of the job. You know, you're going to have to still pull transmissions and stuff like that. But even to do, you know, diagnostics to get to that point, you're on a laptop, you know, at least 75% of the day, you know, diagnosing. And, you know, but we still have to have people, you know, you're still going to have tires to be changed and stuff like that. So there is all aspects of the industry. You know, if you really didn't want to do the computer work, you could still have a job, but you're not going to get up. You're not going to advance the levels.
You know, Adam, for us, you know, technology has really forced an old guy like me to really step up my game. You know, of course, my sons, they already have that. They've gotten that basic training in high school. When I started coming out of high school, it was just the PC was just something that was almost foreign. But I think the kids, when they come out of high school, are a lot better prepared for what you guys have going on here.
Oh, I think so too. You think about the way that, you know, even I'm a little bit younger than you are, but so when I was in school, you know, we had basic computers and stuff like that, and I started learning the computer side of things. But the kids that are coming out of school now, you know, they've grown up with the iPhone and the touch screens, and you know, that's how they operate. So a lot of our industry has changed, you know, to follow that same technology with the touch screens, and you know, it's made it a little bit easier for them to learn, but because they know that, it's made technology more complex, right? So they gotta, they already have the basic skills, but then we gotta hone in on the actual technical side of skills, you know, to get them used to using their iPhone for a diagnostic tool instead of, you know, to play Flappy Bird or something, right?
Yeah, so, you know, what can the young men and women that come through here really expect, or what's going to drive them to really want to come here and be in your program?
We have, you know, students that when they start out with a basic knowledge or a want to learn, you know, more about the industry and the diesel side of things. You know, a lot of times our students have been through a vocational school or an auto program before. So when they start out at UNOH, you know, we're going to go through, you know, right from the basics. You know, we have to cover some of that theory stuff, and then try to build them up and get them to the point of being able to do advanced diagnostics and to do engine work and transmission work. You know, and basically we're training them to start out at a well-educated entry-level technician. Now, what the students are going to have to understand is, you know, they're going to have to continue education after graduating. You know, in this industry, you don't stop learning. you have to continue, whether at the dealership level they send you to dealer training, or if you're for a fleet company, or even if you were on the farm, if you don't continue educating, you're just going to fall behind.
Yeah, I know out on our farm, I don't even, since some of the new equipment is running the DEF, that's another whole thing, and I struggle, so we can't even work on this stuff, and so because I've not followed up with that continuing education, I just don't have time to do that.
Right, and because the technology changes so fast, the days of being able to fix some of this stuff on your own, it's gone away. You have to take it to have somebody repair it that has the computer that can hook up to it. I mean, you have to have a computer to set up a hay baler anymore.
Yeah, it's become quite complex, because we used to just set the hay baler up and stack the bales on the back of the wagon. Doesn't work like that anymore.
Right. And even our, transmissions, Volvo uses the I-shift transmission, completely automated mechanical transmission. So we don't even have to shift gears anymore.
Well, our tractors have CVT, so that's a very similar version of that. I would have no clue, how to begin to tear one of those apart and work on that thing, right?
Right. They are a little complex.
Well, Adam, we've talked about the program, talked about your partnership, but as large as the program is, where do you get where do all the students come from?
Well, the students come from all over. Most of the states. I think we cover like 42 states, 45 states, something like that, as well as other countries. Like there's somewhere around 40 countries that the students come from. Our population, because it isn't just, auto, diesel, ag technology, we also have a business side. So there's about 4,000 students here on campus. In our diesel program, we have about 1,000 students. So, we have a diverse population with, students from all over the world, different states, men, women. There's a lot of women in the industry now. And what makes our program unique is the accredited associate's degree, with the technology classes. They also have the opportunity to add a bachelor's degree to that program, so they can move up the ladder a lot quicker.
Adam, if somebody wanted to get more information quickly about what you've got going on here at the University of Northwestern Ohio, where can they go?
They can go to unoh.edu, our website, and it'll show all of our programs and give an overview of all of the classes and stuff that we offer.
Well, Adam, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.